Welcome to this Beyond CPTSD meditation. It's Sunday morning, and our meditation today is focused on Principle 3, faith and releasing what no longer serves us. It often seems that the more painful something is, the harder we clench, trying to hold on and close up around it. And today we're going to focus on releasing and letting go of what doesn't work in order to create space for the things that we really desire and deserve in our lives. I'm Celeste Mendelson, and I'll be guiding our meditation today. I'm a family recovery coach, yoga therapist, and meditation teacher. I'm a survivor of both CPTSD and PTRS, and also a family member of others with CPTSD and co-occurring disorders. I've been in recovery from this cunning, baffling, and powerful dis-ease for 27 years. In my work, I use yoga as therapy. Through breath, movement, meditation, and other holistic practices, I help people to shift their mindset, release the issues in our tissues, and resolve the mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual trauma that has plagued us and our families for generations. People don't often realize the discomfort of stretching, whether mental, physical, or emotional, mostly happens when we're holding on very tightly and contracting around something instead of releasing it. The initial stretch may be uncomfortable because we're not used to feeling that, but you'll find when you close up around it, trying to hold the discomfort away, it becomes even more restricting and painful. When we can release into it, exhale into it, the body and the mind can relax and enjoy the sensation of being more than we were, stronger, and also more flexible. You may want to try this experiment before we continue forward. You can either stand up from your chair or you can stay seated. We're going to just fold forward from the hips, allowing your arms to come down toward your feet. And if you're standing, there's no need to try to reach your hands to your toes or to straighten the legs all the way. Just see if you can't bring your belly to your thighs. As you stand or sit in this forward fold, notice the tendency of the muscles in your body to start to tighten up around the stretch. Notice if you're clenching your hands into fists or your shoulders are hunching toward your ears. Be aware of your leg muscles or your hips starting to tighten up around this stretch. And if you notice this tendency to pull in, use your breath and your focus to consciously, intentionally let go. Take a full, deep, soft belly breath in. And as you exhale, release the muscles of the legs, the hips, the belly, letting go of the shoulder muscles, the arms, the grip of the fingers. Inhaling and exhaling as you feel the release in the body, as you allow yourself to relax. Go ahead and stay right here for a moment. Soft belly breathing into the stretch. Just in and out. Feeling the breath as it moves in and feeling the exhale of breath as you let it go. You may start to notice that your body continues to loosen and release even after you've unclenched the muscles. Be aware of the gentle extension that comes to the back of your legs, to your hips, your low back. Be aware of the relaxation that starts in the upper back and the shoulders, moving down your arms and your hands. Notice the release of the muscles in your neck. And as you continue to breathe, notice if the back muscles start to loosen and you begin to fold a little farther forward. If the muscles of your shoulders start to melt and the fingers stretch out toward the ground, coming just a little closer. And now as you inhale, slowly make your way back up. And then either coming into a seated position or reclined, however you feel most comfortable. And take a moment, just kind of pay attention. Notice what you notice. Were you aware of the difference in your body between holding on and letting go? We're going to be using the same concept as we move into the guided meditation. So make sure that you're in a position that you can be comfortable in for the next 10 to 15 minutes. Lying down, sitting on the floor, or sitting on the chair. Try to make your position one that can be comfortable for the next 10 to 15 minutes for the entire meditation so that you aren't distracted from your goal, which is having faith to release what no longer serves you, choosing to be happy, healthy, and free. Gently allow your eyes to close. Begin to notice your thoughts. Notice any tangled up thoughts in your mind, like things like, I know he loves me, I just wish he wouldn't do whatever it is that he does that really, really hurts you. Or she, they. Also begin to notice your emotions around these statements. See any messy, tight emotional ties that you've been holding on to. Begin to visualize these thoughts and emotions as the strands of a strong, thick rope. See that rope as it wraps around your body and starts to tighten. One end of the rope is twisted around and over your hands and fingers. Imagine this strong, thick rope and you holding onto it. In your mind, start to follow the path of the rope as it wraps around you. Notice how tight it is, how difficult it is to breathe comfortably as you feel that tightness around your body. And the more that it tightens, the harder that you hold on, afraid of what might happen if you don't. If you follow the rope with your eyes and see at the other end that it's wrapped around the person or the people who currently hold your thoughts and emotions hostage. Their thoughts and emotions make up strands of the rope as well. And you notice that the blending of these strands from the two of you is making the rope thicker and stronger, wrapping you both in a stranglehold. As you watch them and struggle to free yourself, you realize that you have the ability to release the parts of the rope that are yours. You can release the feelings and the thoughts instead of holding them so tightly. You take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, you may feel some relaxation in the tension of the rope around you. And as you continue to soft belly breathe in and out, visualize the strands of the rope becoming thinner as you let go of control over the things that you cannot change. You begin to notice, too, that as you release control and allow the strands of your rope to get thinner, looser, the other person is also perhaps breathing a little easier. Continue letting go with every breath. And then inhale, exhaling the fear that has been holding you captive. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, let go of the judgment of the other's actions and behaviors. You breathe in again. And as you breathe out, release your discomfort of their judgment, their criticism, and the negative attitudes and behaviors that they seem to have toward you. Inhale, and as you exhale, Continue releasing any specific thoughts or emotions that hold you and the other in the web of pain that you've been living in. Continue following your breath in and out. And as you do, as you soft belly breathe, feel the ease that begins to envelop the places that have been tight within you. Notice as your shoulders begin to relax. Your chest and belly start to soften, to let go. Noticing as the tightness around your eyes begins to lessen and your gaze begins to soften. Continuing full deep breaths, noticing as that sensation of restriction in your spine begins to ease. Feel your hips letting go. Your thighs relax. In your mind's eye, notice that the rope is dissolving, falling away as you feel the expansion and release. Visualize the rope as no longer attached to you, that you are now free. When we hold on tightly to others who aren't emotionally available, we usually do so out of fear or a feeling of obligation. We also fear being alone, of not being worthy of something or someone who is better, who is a healthier, more comfortable match for us. We've gotten used to being uncomfortable, to living in restriction. Perhaps we've never known what it was like not to live that way. What we come to understand is that releasing what we are holding, relaxing into our future, can open the door for other options, other pathways to a different way to live our lives. We can manifest a new path, a new way to live. When we relax instead of contracting, we express our trust in the universe. When we can let go, then the universe can open the doors to new options, new connections that seemed to be closed before. We need to loosen our iron grip and release the pain from the past and the people who created it. When we allow ourselves the room to, we will stretch and grow. The people in our families and others that we love are many things, as are we all, with both the shining and the shadow side. But often, all we can see is the darkness. But we give into that darkness, to our own darkness, when we hold on to anger and fear and sadness and doubt, as though we covet that dark energy. It's our responsibility to keep the light of love shining in our hearts, even as we open to release what no longer serves us. When we feel fear, we no longer have to isolate with them. We can share our concerns with others and release the pain in our hearts. We can learn to share our truth with those we love, both the light and the shadow. But first, we need to let go. Take a deep breath in and gently sigh that breath out. And as you bring your focus back to this present moment, take another full deep breath in and sigh that breath out too. And begin to visualize all of the others with whom you are sharing this meditation space today and also on future days. Others who know and understand the challenges that we're facing because they've been where we've been too. We recognize that together we are strong, and together we can become our best selves as we implement the tools for change in our lives. And when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. Thank you for joining this Principle 3 meditation today. Next week, we'll be meditating on Principle 4, honesty and being your own best friend. We'll be working on being truly present by unsticking the glue of denial. Until then, the light in me sees the light in you.